Boys, if you want striated shoulders that look like this, look nasty, right? We all want the 3D, then you're gonna want to stick around to the end of this video, because today we're gonna talk about a part of the shoulder that gets no respect. Yeah, it's the front part of your shoulder. You have zero clue how much you are leaving out on the table. People think pressing is more than enough. That is ridiculous. Today we're gonna break science. Let's get into it. Yo boys, tucked in like a gentleman, obviously. Listen, today we're gonna do a tricep. Uncle Rami, I was told that's not optimal, and I heard on TikTok that if it's more than 5 reps, then it's a complete waste of time. This is ridiculous. You wanna know why the old school bodybuilders had that vitality that you look at? It's much different than today, and you can't lie to yourself. This is the beauty of this, because authenticity, a word that's now getting hacked, and everyone thinking that they can mathify how to become authentic, is exactly why the world feels drier than ever. Everything feels fake, everything feels transactional, and I'm gonna tell you this right now, there is nothing you can do to shortcut and circumvent the confidence and that vitality that you're after. That's why you look at the old school bodybuilders, it's like, it was cooler. That's what you'll tell yourself, regardless of how you feel about them and their workout techniques. You look at them and you say, dude, that looks like a blast. And honestly, they look like they're living life the right way. And it's because they're allowing their heart to pour out. They don't need to do everything by correct technique. And does this corroborate with science? And if it doesn't, I just got done doing proper pressing, right? Where I was focused in my head. I was like, I want to get 5 reps on these. 3 to 5 is usually what I go for strength work. And then all I'm going to do right now is drop the weight, and I'm going to get right into my muscle building sets. I start off everything with just strength, and then I get right into muscle building. That's why I'm going to show you the tricep, because this is something I do. You guys know I do supersets, but I also do triceps because it's fun. You're exhausted, you're having to push through, you have to callous these parts of your mind, and you are missing out on that thing, that feeling that you want to have, that soul, by simply doing everything right by science. Science is an assist, it's not your life. And at the end of the day, if anyone's taking any science class, you know that everything is an educated guess. Everything. That's all it is. They test stuff out and it's like, oh yeah, this indicates this indicates that. You need to start operating under your own accord. Push yourself beyond comfort. That's what working out is for. This is the tool of working out. So without further ado, we're gonna get into the least optimal set to grow your fucking front part of your shoulders, baby. Because that's what it's all about. All I know is I've managed to do everything the non-science way, and I look vastly better than the people preaching the science. There's nothing wrong with using it to your disposal, but you gotta just let it rip sometimes, boys. Oh, that's way too light. We'll go slow. And notice this obviously is stable, which is great for muscle growth. Good cadence, slow on the way down. Uh-oh, I got more than 5. It's over for me. Oh, till failure. All right, and now we're gonna go right into an isolation exercise, biasing the front part of the shoulder again. Wait for part 3, but part 2 first. Front raises, right in the sun, dude. Talk about anabolic. Get inside the muscle on these. The beauty of a tricep is that, yes, you're going to build fatigue, but that's a good thing. People forget this is the tool that working out actually is. It's learning how to push through pockets of discomfort regardless of exhaustion. In life, I'm not going to always feel 100%. I don't get why I would train my body in the gym in a way that's just not suitable to my life. I'm also not going to cheat, get inside the muscle, curl it out, boom. Come on. That's it. That's it. Now, we just started off with a stable one, right? That way, we're really getting inside the muscle, progressing right into an isolation. Third, we're gonna work in stability while hitting the front part of the shoulder. What I'm gonna do is standing stability pressing, because this is gonna force my shoulders to stabilize. And the weight starts to want to move around, you're exhausted, and I have to maintain composure to make sure I don't fucking tip. And you take everything till failure. That's it. Notice, especially with those, it's gonna force you to stabilize with a lot of your muscles that probably don't get touched if you're working out with just Smith machines or a very straightforward way of lifting. I like lifting this way. It makes me feel light. It makes me feel resilient. That to me is what I train for. 3 pillars on this page: strength, resilience, and character. At the end of the day, you have a walking Ferrari on your body. Whether you've revealed it that way or not is a different ballgame, but you have the ability to do so. And if I can walk on 2 feet and feel like a Ferrari 24/7, 365 days a year, I have to walk around with this thing all the time. What are we doing? And that's the point. Sometimes it doesn't matter if you're optimal or not. I'm telling you this, the majority, all of my working out since I've started has not been done optimally. And I still have vastly better results than everybody else. That's not because my genetics are crazy. If you guys want to, check out my transformation. I have them in shorts. Dude, genetically, I was not meant to look this way. But the moment I was like, you want to know something? I'm just going to give everything I have. Everything. More than I think I'm capable of. You start living your life differently. You don't just work out and then you get home and it's over. Things want to bleed over. When you get into a certain type of shape and you earned it by emptying the energy clip and not shortcutting anything, not one part of the process, it wants to bleed over into other areas of your life. And then you take that and you move it to the real areas of your life. And then you start realizing this thing is just to keep me on point. It calluses those weak spots in my mind. That's why I do shit like this all the time. That's why the old school bodybuilders look different. They talk different. They walk different. It's because you're watching a man who just is letting it all out. Wearing his heart on his sleeve, they're just pouring it out because he used to have soul, feeling, things that are beyond what's good on paper. Everyone's living for pieces of paper and feature chasing. That's why there's no authenticity nowadays. Yeah, it's so inauthentic. There's people legitimately making courses on how to become authentic. Everything is mathematized and gayified, honestly. Everything's so gay. Like, what are we doing here, boys? You know what I'm saying? Listen, I know I'm going a little bit off, but I am passionate about this because I've just been seeing it so much. And like, man, when you do things from your heart and for good reason, and you hold honor and you have humility, and that's how you go through life. You live life not trying to be anybody else, but self-acceptance because you're earning it on a day-to-day basis because the rent is due every single day. Anyways, I appreciate watching this video, hearing me yap, whatever it is. I love you guys very much. If there's anything you guys want specifically, drop it down in the comments. If people like those comments, give those a thumbs up. And that way I don't make a video on it. I have to finish up my shoulder day. But regardless, I love you guys. From Uncle Rami to the Natural Crusaders, Crusadia coming to you soon this summer. I'm very, very excited. We'll talk more and more about it. But that one video said 99% of people end up mediocre unless you're doing this or whatever. That's everything. For my real dogs that are here, the real ones. I'm telling you this right now, we're here to take over. I love you guys. Uncle Rami out. Peace.